Banking, financial services and insurance jobs have increased by 27% in Feb 2022, which has been the highest growth rate. It is unprecedented. But at the same time, there are so many people who reach out to me who still do not have a job. The funny part is, this BFSI sector accounts for 8% of all the job postings on Monster, LinkedIn and all these job posting platforms, Naukri. It is 8%. But there are so many people who still do not have a job. So what's the issue? The issue lies in the study pattern that we are following and the curriculums that we are having in our colleges. Now, what do I mean by that? There was a research done for top 5,500 institutes of India which are providing an MBA degree, and it was found out that only 7% people out of these universities were at a position to be employable for the BFSI jobs that I'm talking about. Only 7%. And this was done by ASSOCHAM. This is the institute name which conducted the entire research, and it was found out that only 7% people are eligible to sit on those job roles. Why? Because the skill set that these job roles require are inculcated in only 7% people. Rest, they're not getting it. So is it the problem of institution, what they're teaching, or is it the problem of students, what they're learning? Now, there is a problem from both the sides, MBA Institutes as well as students. Let's first talk about MBA Institutes. The curriculum that these MBA Institutes are following it's actually very outdated. The tier 2 and tier 3 colleges, the curriculum, even if you check that curriculum, it's outdated. The teaching methods are outdated. At the same time, they do not focus on practical training, practical internships. So that's a major reason why tier 2 and tier 3 colleges are not able to give jobs, these BFSI jobs to students. Now, when I say that only 7% are employable for these BFSI jobs, what happens with the rest of the people? Rest of the people go and sit for non-BFSI jobs. Now, this includes your operations, sales, marketing, all of these things are non-BFSI jobs, and they go and sit for those jobs. And yet, not all the people are employable still. Still 53%, that's a staggering number. 53% people are still not employable, even in the non-BFSI sector. So there is a lack from student side as well. The problem from student side is they lack a specific skill set which would be required for the job. Which skill set do they lag behind? Now, the major problem that I saw in most of the candidates who are looking for cream finance jobs is that they do not even know what finance is. They're not ready to upskill themselves. They have been doing whatever they have been doing in college, and that's what they're fixed with. They have absolutely no idea when I ask them what call is. They have absolutely no idea when I ask them what actually investment banking entails, what private equity entails, what hedge fund is. They have no idea. And then they go and sit for interviews. And once they sit for these interviews, the interviewer asks them the questions. They have absolutely no idea what this is, dividend growth model, Black-Scholes model, nothing. They know absolutely nothing about these finance terms. And then they get rejected from the interview room. And majority of the times, the interviewer does not even call them for the interview because they do not have the relevant skill set. Now, how do you beat that? By doing courses. Now, if you're planning to enter into the finance industry, I've left a course in the description. That's investment analysis and portfolio management. Already, I believe 20,000 people have done that course, and the results are phenomenal. You can see, I will put up a few posts of the people who have done those courses. Absolutely amazing. After the completion of this course, you can give NSE's exam and get a certificate from National Stock Exchange of India. So that's absolutely amazing. You can check out the course from the description. Now, apart from that, what else is the problem? Second major problem is students' resumes are not job ready. I recently had a friend who was hiring for JP Morgan for credit risk analysts. Now, he told me, Murad, I'm hiring credit risk analysts. You have so many students who do your courses. Send me some credit risk analysts. So I posted all these job requirements in the groups that we make after a person enrolls for our courses. And I genuinely received some people who sent me their resumes, which was colorful. Trust me, that was colorful, and it had a very big smiling photo of that person. I cannot actually put the entire details of that person, but this was the resume. It was a colorful resume, and that person was smiling. You're planning to apply for a very serious company for a very serious role. This resume is not going to get you in. In fact, even a good resume might not get you in. I am planning to do one thing. I am planning to make a complete playlist on how to make your resume for jobs. So you can subscribe to this channel to watch that playlist later on. But yes, point being, your resume needs to be crisp. It needs to be perfect, and it does not need to be colorful, and it should go without saying. People are not prepared for the interview. That's the third reason. I have taken so many interviews of people. I ask them questions. They literally have nothing to say back. They never answer me whenever I ask them very good finance questions. Now, if you're planning to sit for a BFSI job, you should be comfortable with finance questions. That's the basic least expected from your end. So these are some major reasons why people are not getting BFSI jobs. Now there was a time when in India there were not many BFSI jobs, but that has been changing slowly and steadily. Back in 2019, government came out with a report that in next 5 years you will have 9 lakh BFSI jobs created in India alone. Now that has been pushed a bit because of COVID, but that still is, we can still see it. If you see the number of jobs that have been increasing in India per city, that's amazing. Jaipur witnessed a 41% growth in BFSI roles. At the same time, Delhi witnessed 21% and Mumbai witnessed 37% growth. That's extremely high. These growth rates are not heard of, but there still is a glut of people who are applying for these jobs and not many jobs available for the people. So you still have to upskill yourself and you still have to improve yourself. But take it from me that the BFSI sector in India is going to increase, and it's going to increase leaps and bounds. The amount of work that we're taking from the first world nations is increasing day by day. The KPOs that are being set up in India are increasing day by day. So all of that is going to help the Indian economy. At the same time, Indian economy in itself is also producing jobs now. It's not that we're only taking the jobs that are being outsourced, but we are also producing our own jobs. The local economy is also growing. So in future, Indian economy is set to do really well. If you wish to be a part of this sector, if you wish to be a part of this BFSI sector, make sure to take steps. Keep on improving yourself, keep on doing courses, keep on taking up internships, keep on taking up projects. The more you take all of these things, the better you will be at the end of the day. And once you sit for the interviews, if you have all these things in your resume, it would be absolutely amazing. So that was it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, I'm pretty sure that I made a video on 100% placements and the reality of these 100% placements in India. I'm pretty sure you would like it. So watch it from here. Thank you so much for watching and do subscribe.